If you want to know why people are frustrated by the amount of coverage the Manchester attack is getting yesterday, it's not because it's getting too much coverage, it's because everything else isn't getting enough coverage, and people are like, this is literally gaslighting other communities. Now people are saying, oh, let's tone it down. Now we're going to tone it down. I've been tracking racially motivated cases and religiously motivated crimes in this country since September now, and last month I found about 100 cases in the media, and I'll come to some of them in a second, and some of them should have been classed as terrorist attacks, and they weren't, and this is why communities and people are feeling gaslit, right? Out of the 100 cases, I was like, there must be more than this. What isn't being reported on? But then I remembered that if you go to like court websites in England and Wales, we actually publish the names of people and what they're charged with every single day in court. And over the last 2 days, so the 1st and 2nd of October, 130 cases of racially motivated and religiously motivated crimes, and like maybe less than 10 of them, maybe less than 5, might make it into the news. All these cases are at different stages. Some of them are first hearings, some of them are pleas, some of them are being sentenced, but they are around 130 individual cases, and around 30 to 40% of them were assault. This is why people are annoyed. This is why people are being gaslit, because when there was a hate march 2 weeks ago, it took the government literally 2 days to come out and be like, oh, these people aren't patriots, didn't call them racist, and people are just like, oh, people have the right to free speech, people have the right to protest. The language that they deployed during that hate march, and Keir Starmer knows this as the Prime Minister, not just as the Prime Minister, he knows as a former human rights lawyer who's literally worked on these cases, that the language that they deployed was genocidal. You're going to be replaced, fight or die, the enemy within. If you don't do something now, it's going to be too late. This is classic genocidal rhetoric that has been used in multiple genocide cases. Now, I'm not saying that these people are about to commit a genocide, but they're using genocidal rhetoric, and it's like it takes them 2 days to come out and say, oh, these aren't nice people, and then another week to come out and call them racist. And I think the first minister to respond in government was actually the day after it happened, because he was on like a BBC interview, and I think he said something like, oh, these people have the right to protest. No, not all of them are racist. People feel gaslit in this country. Then these people in the media and some of these politicians are saying, oh, we need to tone it down, we need to reduce the heat, when literally every other week the right-wing media and these politicians are pushing out fake data to demonize everyone from Muslims to foreigners to black people, and just constantly putting out all this information to constantly dehumanize groups of people. And this is just on a domestic level. I'm not even going to get into foreign policy right now. Like, oh, let's turn down the oven, as like multiple mosques are being attacked, when 9-year-old girls are getting shot with air rifles, when there are literally racially motivated attempted murders in this country, taxi drivers being beat up, and we're getting little girls being attacked on the way to school. That has happened multiple times. When there are literal pogroms going on, where like Deliveroo drivers are getting like ganged up on in cars and getting like attacked just because they're a Deliveroo driver and they're perceived as like, ooh, they're probably like a Muslim asylum seeker. Turn the heat down now. Now you want to turn the heat down? People feel absolutely disgustingly gaslit in this country, and it is so frustrating that the type of attention that this is getting now, it's not that it's getting too much attention, it's that everything else needs just as much attention.